I always have this feeling of dissatisfaction because each day I feel like that my students are not learning that much. That's why it has been a challenge for me as a newly hired teacher with a passion and love for teaching to be aware of these conditions. And I still can't do anything about it.
This is Rosebell and welcome to my channel. Now today I will be sharing to you the experience of a newly hired teacher at the Department of Education during the new normal setup. Now join me and let us unlock together how this teacher handles the new normal. Welcome to the show, Teacher Prince, Michael, Vincent, Tina, and Agnes.
Hi! What's up, viewers? Thank you, Ate Belle, Ma'am Belle, for having me here.
Yes, thank you, Prince, for your time. I know you're very busy right now, but still you were able to make it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So your appointment at the Department of Education started on?
Last April 15, 2021.
Okay, April 15. About 3 months now?
Yes.
3 months. So how's the experience? How are you as a newly hired teacher at the Department of Education during the new normal?
During this pandemic, we are given two options in conducting a new learning system. And that is the new online-based learning system and the modular format. So now, as I have been assigned to a school that is away from the economic and urban centers of our municipality, it arises from a concern that a large number of my students do not have the resources and the privilege to comply the needs, especially for the online-based format, which is supposed to be an easier format in contrast to the modular format. So that's why we are forced to provide the modular format to meet the needs of our students given the limitations such as the internet connection, the smartphones, computers, and etc. So that's why it makes us hard for both parties, but because if we look at the limitation that the modular format has provided, we cannot personally assess the needs and concerns of our students on that time.
So there is a huge difference between the face-to-face and the modular learning that we have right now.
Yes. And aside from that, I always have this feeling of dissatisfaction because each day I feel like that my students are not learning that much. That's why it has been a challenge for me as a newly hired teacher with a passion and love for teaching to be aware of these conditions. And I still can't do anything about it.
Yes, exactly. So can you tell us, Kelvs, what are the things that you do before you got the job?
Before I got the job, first of all, my journey of becoming a fully-fledged teacher wasn't easy. I've been through rough roads, and there were even times I thought to myself that I couldn't do it or I couldn't make it to the top. But I didn't stop there. Instead, I decided to take my chances and work hard to get to where I am today.
But you were a volunteer teacher
Yes, for 3 months.
for 3 months.
Yes.
Because right now, Teacher Prince is assigned at Manawan National High School, our alma mater!
Yay!
Yes! So for 3 months, what are the things that you have encountered?
Actually, I've encountered a lot that, especially in a new learning system, there is a new landscape of education, which is the modular format.
Because during that time, we were already in the pandemic.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So maybe it's easy for you to adapt the
Yeah.
situation when you were hired at
Yes.
the DepEd.
Yes.
Okay. So you were a graduate of,
Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in
so
English.
you're really a teacher.
Yeah.
So what is it in teaching that you can't say no?
As a teacher, your noble job and responsibility is to educate your students. And one thing that I cannot say no as a teacher is that when your students want you to educate them. And I guess that's one thing that you cannot say no as a teacher.
Oh, diba? The passion to teach.
Yes.
I believe you still have a lot of story to tell before you get the job. So
Yes.
can you tell us more?
Yes, first of all, I graduated St. Vincent's College Incorporated with a degree of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. With God's blessing, I passed my licensure examination for teachers last September 29, 2019.
So right after...
right after my graduation.
Okay.
So I anxiously waited the results for 3 months, and then there, within that period, there was not a day that I questioned myself if I had done enough on the day that I took the board exam.
Maybe everybody has gone into that situation
Yes.
of questioning ourselves if we did the best.
And to make things worse, I was even pressured because I don't want to disappoint the people who had very high
Correct.
expectations from
Especially
me.
our parents.
Yes, and the people around you.
Yes.
So that's why I kept on praying every day to God for the best results to come. And then when the results were released, it was a nerve-wracking experience for me to
Yes.
scroll for my name. Yes, actually. And then too much that I was able to find my name on the list, and I cried a lot with the joy that I was feeling. Yeah.
Oh.
And I feel ecstatic to hear the news that I'm now part of the DepEd family.
Let's go back to the new normal
Okay.
experience. As a teacher now, how did the new normal help you or change you as a teacher?
Before the pandemic, with the face-to-face setting, you have two major responsibilities as a teacher. One is to educate your students, and two is to evaluate of what they have learned from you. Now, given with the new learning system or the modular learning approach, you cannot personally educate them, or you cannot exactly evaluate what they have learned from you.
Yes.
But rather, we need to provide an engaging material for our students to learn from themselves.
So that is really the challenge that we are facing
Yes.
as a teacher.
Yes.
Wherein others were too easy to judge us.
Yes.
We were even bashed because of the kind of module that we have.
Yes.
But they can only relate to us if they are in our situation.
Yes.
What can you say about the new normal setup to the teaching learning process?
Just like what I've said earlier, the new normal setup is not easy for both parties, specifically the teachers and learners, given the limitations provided by the new learning system or the new normal class setting. So the teaching learning process has drastically shifted to a more focus on the self-learning of our students.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's very important also for the parents to evaluate, to
guide them.
to guide the learners, not just only depend the teachers.
Yes.
So you've mentioned that you pursue education because your heart is in it. You have the
Yeah.
passion to
Yes.
teach. So what do you think is the essence of our profession as a teacher to the new normal setup?
The essence of our profession is to impart our knowledge to our students. But in the new normal class setting, as a teacher, it's not about imparting our knowledge to them, but being able to motivate them to learn independently.
Yes. Because in the future, it's not about what you learn or how you learn, but it's how you adapt and apply what you learn.
Yes.
So you need to be independent, because at the end, in the future, no one will gonna help you but yourself.
Yes, because you are the master of your own story, or you are the captain of your own ship. So you have to keep moving forward despite of the circumstances that may come along the way.
Very good. That's what makes him a teacher. So, as a teacher, as a newly hired teacher, what did you learn most with this kind of situation that we have, the new normal setup?
As a newly hired teacher, I've learned to be patient because some of my students did not return their modules on time. And when I check their papers or learning activity sheets, there's no label names on it.
Yes.
But seriously, what I've learned most in this new normal or this pandemic COVID-19 is that education is too important to be put on hold, no matter what the conditions or the limitations provided. Somehow, some way, education should still be continued because education is the foundation for the development of oneself.
I told you he's a pro. KelVin, during this new normal, what do people don't know about you?
Teacher KelVin is a teacher who has the spirit of versatility and has a heart of a fighter, because I'm able to adopt and conquer whatever circumstances that may come along the way, especially in adopting the new normal class setting.
I love that line. Has the heart that is a fighter.
Yes.
Beauty queen lang. So, you are Prince Michael Vincentinaan Agnes, and you are?
And I am not giving up my passion to teach because of this pandemic. I thank you.
Very good! Yay! Thank you so much, Kelvs, for your time.
Thank you so much, Mom Belle, for having me here as well. And this is kind of an opportunity for me as a newly hired teacher.
Yes, thank you so much. I know you are very busy,
Yes.
but still you are here, and I know you've been a lot before coming here.
Yes.
So I hope everything would be fine.
Yes, for
So
sure.
thank you once again, Kelvs.
Thank you so much, Mom Belle.
So there you have it, guys. That concludes the story of teacher KelVin on his experience as a new normal teacher at the Department of Education. So I hope you've gained something for today's video, and if you do, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the red subscribe button below. Hit that notification bell for you to be updated on my next video. So this has been Rose Bell saying, be confident to unlock yourself. I know you have a story to tell. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on my next vlog. Bye!